What is up, guys? I am excited because I just want to get into game 2 of this best of 3, so let's get started straight away on the right position on this map, Abyssal City. It is AiTarra spawning as the green Protoss, and on the left hand side of this map, EmpireHappy is spawning as the red Terran. Last game we did see AiTarra pull out a win with a pretty cool one base immortal all-in with a proxy rogue robotics facility. EmpireHappy did manage to see that there was no nexus at the natural, so he did suspect some sort of one base all-in, but he wasn't sure what it was. And with some really nice force fields on the bunkers of Happy, AiTarra did manage to pull out that win. I wonder what these players have planned this game. EmpireHappy should be a little bit more careful this time around. He should probably be suspicious of AiTarra because of that cheese in the first game. He should scout really well and figure out what's happening, so that he doesn't come to the same demise as last game. The probe is moving on over to the main of Happy. He should get a full scout on this. He does see the barracks coming down for Happy. As I said before, Happy is a very macro-orientated player, so I wouldn't be surprised if he goes for a 1 Rax expand yet again. He's sending a worker of his own out to scout the main, and it looks like AiTarra is actually taking a pretty big risk right here, going up to all the way to 18 probes. He might just be going for a Nexus first right here, and it does look like he is. The probe is moving over there, and the 400 minerals have been saved up for him, so a Nexus first in a TVP matchup. Quite a risky move actually by Terra, but he could opt. No, he is going to go with a gateway. I was saying he could opt to throw down a forge, which was kind of a popular build for a while, to do a forge fast expand, but he is opting to go for the gateway, so I wouldn't be surprised if he has to chrono boost out some zealots in order to hold off any of these early marines that are coming out from Happy. The gases go down at a standard timing after the gateway, so the cybernetics core should be on the way pretty soon as well as that gateway finishes. Two probes are actually out on the map for AiTarra, doing a really nice job of scouting around. He probably does want to see if this command center is in fact still building, because with Happy spotting this Nexus first, he could opt to not build that second CC and go for an all-in, but that's not what he's doing. He is going to do some light bunker pressure. A lot of the probes being forced to be pulled off here, and this is a lot of mining time being wasted right now. AiTarra is desperately trying to chrono boost out that zealot. The SCV building the bunker does get taken out, and with EmpireHappy with some nice macro, managing to pick off 2 of the workers right there, and he's still doing a really nice job of preventing these workers from going back to mining. This should kind of take away any sort of economic advantage that AiTarra was trying to achieve by going for a Nexus first here. So EmpireHappy does a nice job of not overcommitting there. He only sent that 1 SCV and the 2 Marines, and they got, I believe, okay, so he got 3 worker kills, which is a really nice number for the amount of stuff that he lost. And the bunker is going down back at home, so any sort of counter aggression that AiTarra might try to put on should be held pretty nicely. And a 3rd command center is on the way for Happy as well, before his 2 additional barracks. So EmpireHappy knows that AiTarra was greedy. He knows that any sort of aggressive, aggression is going to be quite weak from AiTarra. So he is pretty comfortable with just being. He is confident in his ability to be able to hold any sort of aggression that may or may not come out of AiTarra at this point. But with these 2 more barracks worth of production about to start, he does opt to go for a tech lab on one of them so he can start his stim. Double gas is fully operational, and he is mining from that quite effectively now. On the other side of the map, I want to see what AiTarra is planning, because there's a number of things you can do after a Nexus first. if your opponent does something that like Happy, throwing down early 3rd CC, because he doesn't expect any sort of aggression coming out of the Protoss after doing CC first, the Protoss could put on a lot of aggression with a lot of gateways, but it does look like he is going for a 3-gate with the addition of a robotics facility and a nice scan timing from Happy. He spots all the production facilities of AiTarra, so EmpireHappy should be pretty content with his position right now. He knows that no real aggression is coming out for a while, and the Stalker does get warded away by this big number of Marines. And the 2 bunkers are down. These are just for safety measures. I mean, he can salvage them for 75% of the price, so he, making 2 bunkers doesn't put him back by any means. Yeah, the factory and the engineering bay are on the way, a standard timing right there. But it does look like these Marines are being engaged by the gateway units of AiTarra, and they do look like they are going to get taken out. The Stalker does, just narrowly escapes right there. So they trade quite evenly there, a few Marines for that Zealot and a lot of hull damage on both these Stalkers. The Stalker only has 3 actual health, but the shield should regenerate pretty soon. And the 3rd is being scouted by EmpireHappy with that Marine, as well as a Marine position here nicely to spot any sort of probe trying to get into the 3rd position, or maybe even trying to put down any sort of proxy pylons. +1/+1 is on the way for the Protoss. It does look like he is going to add a robotics support bay, which will allow him to start cranking out some Colossus. And with this amount of sentries and this Immortal and 2 Stalkers and Zealot, he should be able to hold off any sort of medevac-less aggression. And 2 more gateways are being added behind this as well. So a really standard game coming out after that Nexus first from Terra. 2 more barracks are also being added for Happy. He needs to crank up his production pretty soon because he is securing his 3rd base, and that economy should allow him to build a lot of units out of a lot of buildings. And I like this nice safe play from Happy, putting down that missile turret just in case. And it does look like he salvaged those 2 bunkers, but that was another part of his really safe play. And it does look like Terra is trying to secure the watchtowers on the map, but one Zealot does get taken out right there, and the other Zealot does chase away this Marine, but the Marine does look like it is going to survive, and both watchtowers are still being held by Happy. The Observer is also moving out on the map. The first Colossus is out on the way, as well as Blink for the Protoss player. So it does look like he is going to have a really strong timing here pretty soon with Blink Stalkers and +1/+1 gateway units. He could start +2/+2 straight away after this +1 because he does have the Twilight Council. The extended thermal lance is on the way as well, but it does look like he is Terra is moving into the 3rd position to clear out this Marine. He may opt to go for a 3rd Nexus pretty soon here, and it does look like the blueprints are there. So this factory should spot it going up though, so Happy should be pretty content knowing that the 3rd Nexus is on the way. The double drop is out behind the main right here, and the army of Terra is actually really out of position. He is actually closer to the 3rd because these small number of bio units is moving over there as well, and as these bio units engage this probe, the drop does go into the back of the main, and Terra is actually warped in his natural right now, and there comes out the GG. Wow, that was really unfortunate for Terra. He actually warped in a bunch of units at his natural as this drop landed in the back of his main. His army was just so out of position, and so many probes were going to go down. A lot of damage was going to go down in the main of Terra by this double drop. So he does opt to GG out of this game. And so it looks like EmpireHappy is able to tie up the series 1-1. This is turning out to be a pretty good series so far. A bit of an anticlimactic ending to this game. Terra did make that small mistake, which did cost him the game. So I'm pretty excited to go into Game 3 of this Best of 3 series. I hope you guys watched that one too.